Hello, this is Group 6 presenting BUSI 1602. Our team name is Unicell. I'm Pratik. Yeah, so let's start. Firstly, we will discuss about strategic plan. A business plan is used to initially start a business and provide structure in order to define and a strategic plan is used for implementing and managing a strategic direction of an existing organization. As we go ahead in the presentation, we are going to discuss on strategic plan changes that we have made throughout the presentation in competitive uh, presentation. So in competitive, there are four generic strategies. First one is cost leadership, second one is product leadership, third is customer intimacy, and last one is combination of all of the above. out of all the Out of all of those, we chose product leadership, reason being it aims to build the trust from the culture that continuously brings superior products to the market, because of which we can achieve premium market prices by giving the best quality, latest technology, and innovation and reliability. Our vision was mainly focused on shaping the future of the technology, and with the help of that, creating a premium smartphone also, which was highly reliable as a vision, because we had to maintain consistency in our products, performance, and quality, so that our customers can build a trust in our brand. In addition, we also had chosen securing personal data as a vision, because we want to protect our customers' privacy so the customer doesn't have to worry about getting hacked or anything like that. Moving on to growth, we have selected product development because it is a process of delivering a new product or improving the existing one for the customer, which comes down to the innovative product and maintaining uniqueness. Coming to the next slide, the SWOT analysis. So in strengths, we chose proactive management, qualified staff, and a trusted network distribution. Proactive management because all the departments were segregated well. Qualified staff because we had invested in education and staff. Coming to the weaknesses, uh, demand demand in markets and not affordable for lower income consumers. So the opportunities, coming to the opportunities, excess demand of high quality mobile phones. This goes parallel with the market expansion policy, chances of expanding in the market because of various countries' demand for market segments. Threats by new entrants, also the pricing of the competitors. This is related to the price oriented market. Yeah. Coming to the next slide. Um, Organizational structure. First, we had chose the functional structure. This was efficient when we were doing business in a small area, and it nearly had no cost. Then we moved on to international division structure because we had started expanding in different countries, and also the cost of the international divisional structures were very high. Moving on to our headquarters, we had our headquarters in the UK, and then we moved to France because France had a slight more advantage in sales as the government promoted local companies more, whereas in the UK there were no such advantages. So this was our management team. James, the first one, was in our staff before, and then was replaced by Michael. Yeah. So basically, coming to the next slide, the management focus. This consisted three: marketing analysis, global marketing, and international strategy. Firstly, we will discuss about marketing analysis. It helps the business to identify trends and opportunities in the market. Global marketing will help us for international expansion. International strategy will help balance local responsiveness and global integration. Moving forward to the next slide. So the pricing per smartphone uh, to be made, to be manufactured was 180 euros. So in research and developing, we had increased the employees up to 57 employees with a budget of 120%, and the research machine we purchased was in 2025, and it could be used until 2034. Unfortunately, we couldn't reach the 7 stars because I think that we should have invested in R&D before, and it was very late. In this slide, we will discuss about the R&D research project. So for the first percentage of total cost reduction research, we started investing in this after the year 2023. In reliability research, we were 100% into it since the start, because of which we had risk associated and we could improve our reliability because of it. Innovation research guided us to introduce new phones to the market. Coming to the next slide, uh, the workforce headquarters, and these are the stats. Red shows the new staff, blue shows the staff left, yellow shows the externally hired staff, and green shows the staff that stayed in the year 2020. We did not operate, for example, I will elaborate. The staff left were zero. I'm elaborating for the year 2020. The staff left was zero, hired was zero, externally hired staff was zero, and staff stayed was 6. In year 2022, new staff was 8, staff left was 2, staff stayed was 4, externally hired staff was 17. Going over to the next slide, the staff key indicators. So the red is the workload, blue is staff motivation, and green is educational level. As you can see in the graph, we have managed to increase the staff educational level by quite a good margin from 60 to 80. Yeah. And to move on, I'll pass it to Aisha.
So this is our sales and inventory of uh, P- PV Venture, of our company PV Venture. In the initial year, we had just stepped forward to run our company, and in the year 2022, we entered in the Netherlands and UK, and this is our demand, sold, purchased, and inventory. The zero which are shown over here is the country in which we did not enter. Please change. And this is for the 2024 year, 2024, 2025, and 2026 sales and inventory of our company. Now coming to the next slide is operational decision. Operational decision means business decision, means what we had what factors are accounted before starting or entering in a country. So some of these factors are customer intimacy, yearly local office cost, price, quality, segment demand. Customer intimacy means learning the customers. It means that we have to see that what is the needs of the customers, their interest, their taste, etc. Yearly local office cost means if we what is the office cost of our company. Then it comes the price, which price we have to kept in the market. If we had kept more price, then what will affect the if it affects the business or not. Then it comes to the quality. The quality matters most, because if quality is not good, then customer will not attract towards our product. So these factors also kept in mind before start entering in the country. And segment demand means we have to see the market, that what is the market of that particular company. This is the country we entered in the Netherlands, France, China, India, USA, UK, Australia, Malaysia, Brazil, and Canada. This is the price target group, automatic order limit, and warehouse capacity of our entered country. In in United Kingdom, our price is 599, and our target group is quality. We focused on the quality because if our quality is not good, then the customer will not attract. And according to the demand of according to the quality, we had a automatic order limit of the smartphone, and according to this we had a warehouse capacity that is 25,000. This is our logistics service provider. Before we had an express service, but we found that we are going in a loss because of their service, so we moved to IDC, that is International Delivery Company. And we because we select it because of its uh, flexibility, its delivery speed, and also it has a high efficiency, and they deliver directly to the to all the country. So that's why we had selected IDC. This is our results of the country which we entered. From this is our from 6 weeks of, that is 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025, and 2026. Retained profit. Retained profit is also known as flowback, and it is estimated from net income, and it is kept in account rather than paid out to the shareholder. And also retained profit is a long-term financial stability of the business. Then gross margin. Gross margin is the difference between the revenue and COGS divided by the revenue. And net turnover. Net turnover is the amount derived from the sales of the product and the provisions undertaking ordinary activities after deduction of the salary bags and any other taxes directly leads to the turnover. So this is our market. This is our company's market share graph. In 2021, we had a zero market share, but it's started, and from 2022 it started, and it has a 8.09%. But after that, in a next 2 year, we had a less decrease in the market share. But from 2025, so again it increased, and in 2026 we reached to 10.21% of the market share of our company. Thank you, and I next forward to my friend Aisha.
Okay. In the slide of budget of education, this is very much necessary, and it is going to improve the educational development staff training budget for per employee to spend to extend training provides, which is 5,000 euros, and how much time we are allocate for per employees for training purposes, which is 0.05 FTE for human resource. Next slide. For headquarters workforce, we can implement our human resource management strategy here based on our staffs, and we are maintaining purchase axiom from the beginning. It will increase loyalty, productivity, and our staff's employees. and the maximum workload per employee is 100%. Yes, current amount of FT is 0. Currently, we have only 19 employees working your HQ for the next week. And based on reward for the employees, based on our performance, our bonuses will be 2.7%. On our target performance, it is 1.3%, and below target performance is 0%. And global recruitment program. Most people are excited about working for the company by organizing events and attend job fairs all over the world. It is a large investment, but it does make it easier for cheaper to hire good employees. And coming to onboarding programs, we are maintaining onboarding programs from the beginning. And we have mentioned scores from 2021 to 2026. The total scoring from new total banking scores to previous down scores. And we also mentioned the target from 2020 to 2026, and KPI set for market leading quality segments. And for marketing development campaign, so we have set up a campaign budget, so that 35 million. So it is important for us that our consumers can know which products is a part of brand, and going to with brand awareness in the beginning was a wise choice, as our product was relatively new to the markets. So it is important to distinguish our products from that of our competitors. So from the next slide. Yeah, for e-marketing, and we are kept a search engine optimization, which is a CEO on extent, which means we are spending how much spending on advertising on search engine, and the price per click is 0.25. Advertise on social network monthly budget is 26,000, and advertising on online linked business network monthly budget is 20,000. For marketing campaign and press releases, Unicell has new 180 FPS phones available, and it is a new and luxury design up in the market, and it is it can be called the best quality ever. And Unicell now available in Netherlands and some other countries, and it's a new revelation in the smartphone game, and all application now in the Unicell.
Yeah, so coming to the conclusion, we can conclude from this game of 6 weeks from the year 2021 to 2026. We had a very proactive management, qualified staff, and also we had invested in R&D. So in the 6 weeks, we entered in 9 countries and was 7th position in the yellow group among 27th among all the groups. We faced a lot of problems because of ignoring the price and some market segments. For some of the segments, we had a lot of low price. So that's why we faced a lot of losses. We learned many things, how to handle a multinational business. There were many ups and downs and pros and cons in this. And and so we learned how to handle a multinational business and how to face problems and find the solutions effectively. Thank you.